I'm Jade and I'm 21 years old, and recently I've decided that my life has to change. Alright. I know I'm being dramatic, but it's just, there's this guy that's been following me around pretty much all my life. Creepy. And I think I have to change that. And I can't even describe him, so why don't I let him introduce himself?
What's up? I'm seasonal depression. I'm here to make sure you stay right in this bed for the entirety of winter. And I'm also here to beat the shit out of you, so whenever you're free.
Oh my gosh, you are so negative.
You and I both know I'm just trying to keep you cozy.
Okay, that's it. I've had enough. Get out and stay out. If only mental health were a shitty roommate that we could just kick out. But it isn't, and it's no easy feat. See, my relationship with seasonal depression has been really rough, and I don't feel like I've ever had a good winter in my life. But this is the first year I actually really want to change that. So I hope you'll come with me on this journey of complete and utter honesty, creativity, and hard work. Let me tell you a little bit more about what I mean. Art has been the foundation of my life for forever, and it has brought me so much beautiful joy. But there was a time that it brought me a lot of pain. And that was because I was comparing myself to others, which is the worst thing you can do as an artist. And I was rating my work.
Why would you do this? Don't do this. Don't. I don't know why I was doing this. Please don't do this to yourself, please.
It's not like that. The thing about art is it's beautiful in every way, shape, and form. And yes, it is great to be able to build your skill, but the greater beauty is being able to express yourself. And it's a beautiful thing to be an artist. And I recently rediscovered that part of myself and relit the spark that was always inside of me and unearthed a beautiful realm of possibilities. And that's what got me thinking. The best way to defeat my winter depression is through my creativity. So I've come up with this challenge of sorts. Now, it's a lot, and I have really been debating a lot of things about it, but the truth is I just have to do it. Why not? I've got all winter to do it. And I will be sad, and the best way to not bed rot is hold myself accountable and make myself do something with it. So I've come up with this challenge. It's broken up into week increments of each month. You will see a video from me at the end of each month reflecting on each challenge and what I did to go through it, and just mental health in general. We'll be able to talk about the things that I'm going through, because I know that I'm not alone in this journey of seasonal depression. So I hope that with you coming along with me, you'll start to feel the same hope that I'm feeling right now. And maybe even if you're an artist, you can join along. It's more drawing heavy because that is my favorite, but I will incorporate other mediums sprinkled in there because I just love art of all forms. I'm just beyond excited. Now, I do want to mention that art exercises are not one fits all. In my opinion, your brain is going to work best off of what you respond to, and I picked exercises that I think would challenge me but also be something I would enjoy. I don't want to torture myself. It's, in the end, not going to be about skill so much as it is about joy. And that's what I want to bring along. So, the first step, I think, into anything is education. So why don't we start there?
These are the 2 books I picked up at my local library. I highly encourage you to check out your local library. I'd actually never been, and it was really fun. And these are just 2 things that I thought were very interesting and could help me along the way. Personally, I'd really like to grow in light and colors, so that'll be the subject of the first week. These books were really fun and really interesting. I think they gave me a whole lot of perspective, just as an artist and as what I should do moving forward. It's a lot about like history and technique, but I thought it was really cool. So let's get into our first challenge, which will be a redraw. As you can see, I'm hesitantly reaching for my portfolio. I made this a while back of just like some staple pieces that I was really proud of, but it was honestly so eye-opening to look through my old art. And crazily enough, I ended up going with 2 pieces from 2018. It's these 2 divas right here. I think they're so cute and their colors are so fun. I also just really wanted a gentle start to this challenge because it is about to get insane in here and I deserve a little bit of a slow burn. I actually found myself repeating old habits and having to unlearn them, which was very interesting to me. It was stuff I hadn't really done in recent years, so it kind of tripped me up. And so I decided to actually go in with my recent medium of choice, which is marker, which was a very bad choice. Yeah, the colors were not eating the same as the colored pencil was, and I was like, I really miss them. So, I busted them puppies right back out. Boy howdy. And I just decided to restart because it's okay to restart sometimes. But I did say I was going to be brutally honest in this series, so I guess I will. I did restart the next day, but it was a really bad mental health day and I was really sick. So it didn't work out that time either, but I decided to just cut the page out, keep the original little barrier here, and redo it, and boy was that a very good decision. I really actually love the way these turned out, and it was so satisfying to color them and use my little blender. I missed colored pencils so dearly. I don't know why I didn't film the top one, but here's the reveal. Before and after. I'm very happy, even though they're very small and like there are some minor things that I would change about even the redraw. I'm just glad that I've put myself back in this mindset and sort of forgiven my past self for any of her mistakes as an artist. And it's important to give yourself love in this journey. I think the fact that I was really patient with myself is why I really like these, honestly, and that's important. Especially moving forward to the next challenge.
Nice.
I hope you really enjoyed that first challenge. I did for sure. Despite the hiccups along the way, I had a lot of fun and just got a really good perspective about myself as an artist, and I'm really excited to move forward.
You said you'd be transparent.
Okay, yeah. So this series is basically half art and half mental health. So I figured I'd take a minute before we move on to the next challenge to just talk about what I've been going through already. So I was really super sick and it was causing me to be really super not sunshine and rainbows. So it made it really hard to move forward, and I started scrambling in my mind of like, I really want to debut this series right and help you all understand what I'm here to do. And again, I guess the best way to do that is to be transparent. So here I am. Yeah, I procrastinated. Today is November 29th, and I am trying to have this video up by tomorrow, November 30th. So if you're seeing it today, November 30th, if you're not, that's also okay, because, you know, these things aren't just so cut and dry, and
like I've said, mental health just isn't linear. And so, yes, I did really struggle, and yes, I had to make some positivity out of nothing. And I can already tell that, like, I've sort of mended wounds and addressed things along the way. I think the challenge is really already helping me do that. So I'm already really thankful. But today's piece, I decided to shift gears a little bit. So the challenge is going to still be about light and color. I wanted to make a light focused piece because I haven't really worked with it very much. I didn't really use shadows and highlights too much in my pieces. I do a lot of flat coloring, which is fun and nice for my style, but it would be nice to make some pieces with more depth. So that is what I'm working on, but I decided to move forward in a more emotional central way to portray the mental health side of this series. So I actually did a piece I like to call Lover Girl. And I will not explain, I'm just kidding. I'm portraying this feeling. I think as an individual, I was born to be a lover of everything, and my heart is just so full, and sometimes that can be so overwhelming. And, you know, I've watched it bring me so far down and so far up in so many ways. So I decided to make a piece that sort of represents that overwhelming love. So I hope you enjoy it.
Bravely so, I did not do a sketch for this piece. You're gonna see me fumble so many times in this speed paint. I went through so much turmoil to get it started, but honestly it was so cool to not have to do too much of a sketch and just start with outer line work. I've been sort of experimenting with things like that, so I worked really hard to get this sort of started the right way. I did mess up the layers a little bit, but can we talk about that glowing little heart? Isn't that the cutest? I definitely think I shouldn't have done it so early on, and like I said, I messed up the layers, so it kind of, it could have been better, I'm not gonna lie. The coloring was a big feat, and I went through many phases while I was coloring it, which you're definitely gonna see in a minute. But, the biggest thing I feel like I've learned about light and color in artwork is the shift from warm tones to cool tones, and how they're opposite each other. So I tried to do warm pink glow tone on my skin to portray the hearts reflecting onto me, and then the cooler tone shade on the other side. But yeah, this piece is just a cute drawing of me holding a representation of love and looking at it fondly, but tearing up a little bit because I do get very emotional about this, and I'm just feeling so lovey-dovey today, which is a good thing. I had a lot of fun with this piece, and I'm not mad at all about how it turned out, despite its trial and error. So here it is, my lover girl. Alrighty friends, that is going to do it for our debut of this challenge. I hope you really enjoyed it, and please leave me your thoughts and questions, and I would love to talk to y'all about the process and where this is going to go from here. I'm sure along the way I'll release some teasers about the challenges coming up, but you won't see me again until the end of December because one video a month sounds pretty good to me. They will be longer than this one, much longer, because there'll be much more challenges to look forward to. So I am very excited to show y'all what I can do and how I can move forward, and for us to work on being happier and healthier together. Until next time, bye bye!